Yo, what up, YouTube? It's been a minute since I made a video, but just wanted to make a quick video about something that I think is important for y'all youngsters to know, or just y'all people to know in general. Um, Something that I went through personally, and that I think could be avoided entirely if you just keep your mind right, be strong, and just I guess go to work. Go to work without thinking that you're there to make friends or anything like that. You're just there to make money, get paid, feed your family, keep a roof over your head. Keep it simple. Don't be sharing all your business with people at work, what you're gonna do, what your plans are. Keep that to yourself. I even sometimes make things up about what I'm gonna do. Nobody is gonna get close to me again. I keep my life private now because my experience, experience makes you wiser. And sometimes you got to make some mistakes in order to realize that maybe you were wrong. Maybe you don't know everything. But what I was getting at was, in this video today, what I wanted to talk about is HR, human resources at your job. And one fact I wanted to tell you and point out is HR is not your friend, and they are not there to protect you. They're there to protect the company from you. You are the one that's going to get in trouble if you report anything to HR. And like I said, I know because I've done this, and it happened twice. So one thing I wanted to say is, if you report anything to HR, you know what they do? They go and they tell the person that you reported what you said, verbatim, it seems like. They're like, hey, you know what this person said? And we'd like to ask you a couple questions about what they said about you. And then that person in return is going to be like, oh, really? Huh, that's what they said, huh? Or that's what they think. And you know what? It could be something that you believe in your heart that is not right, but it doesn't matter to them. It matters that you just stay in line, go to work, keep your head down, don't say nothing about nothing, and just do your job. That's all they want. They don't want to hear no issues at all, even if it's for the benefit of the company. Even if you see Mishak stealing something, or Shadrach is over there touching a girl inappropriately, or Daniel is taking 2-hour long lunches, don't say nothing. That's none of your business. That's not what you're there for. That's the manager's job. And if the manager don't care, then that's not your problem. That's the way it goes. Okay, and being that they're there to protect the company from you, what I mean is that you're just a number, okay? Don't ever forget that. You're replaceable. You are there to do a job. And whatever that job is, you just do it well. Just mind your business, do your job, do it well, don't complain. The reason why they're there to protect the company from you is because they don't want nobody suing the company or nobody saying anything against the company. Okay? That's their number one priority, being in HR. You become the problem if you are reporting anything. I'm saying this because one of the guys that I was working with, this guy Boris, he was taking women to the back, and he was Basically, when they would go to change their password on the computer, he was like getting super close to them and like wanting to put his wiener back basically almost on them on the keyboard so that they could touch him basically. And he was doing some other things. Wasn't even doing his job at all. He would just be on personal calls, and you know, the manager wasn't there to see any of this, so they didn't really believe me when I told them that this was happening. And you know what? I learned my lesson. It's none of my business what he's doing. And if those women aren't reporting it, then hey, that's not my problem. But he was like getting so close to them, he's practically like smelling their hair, being a creep. Okay? I have sisters, so it kind of like was like, what the heck, dude? Why are you doing that? Doesn't matter. It's not my job to care so much anymore. Um, Another guy, Javier, he was coming in 2 hours, 3 hours late sometimes, not doing his job. Supposedly the lead, but he was one of the laziest guys I'd ever met. How did he become the lead? Well, because somebody told the manager he was knowledgeable. Oh, he knows all this stuff and does a good job. BS, dude. Another guy, Sean, he was leaving around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just leaving early every day. You know what? I reported that. They don't care. Beyond me why you could get away with stealing company hours and reporting that you work 8 hours. That's beyond me. But that's just what I was seeing. I was just like, hey, you know what, this guy's doing this or that, but I'll never do that again. I learned my lesson. You know what happened? I got let go. And it's ridiculous. And you know where those guys are? They're still employed. They don't care. In this world, it's backwards. Doing what's right will get you in trouble. It's sad, but true. They even, if you watch American Gangster, you'll see that the police were all being paid off, and that's why they didn't report none of the stuff that was going on. It's probably worse than what happened if you report something like that in those times. They'll probably take you out. Of course they'll take you out. It's the mob. 2 to the head. I'm pretty sure. They'll make sure you're dead. That's real talk. And you know what? I'd probably be done if I was in those times. They reward the people that do bad. Look at Javier. He got promoted. He was doing everything he wanted to do. He would hide. He would come in, or he'd come in late, eat lunch, just do whatever he wanted. It was just like he owned the place. The people in HR, Aunt Jemima and Charlotte Williams, they would ask me questions about it, like I was their best friend, like they were gonna do something about it. They didn't do nothing about it. Instead, they got rid of me. They were just conning me to try to get the information out of me. And once I told them the truth, I became the enemy. And the manager, Becky, she was saying that if she hears any complaints from the client that we were under contract with, that she would fire us. Straight up. All of that training that you go through that says that you're protected and all this crap, it ain't true. You're not protected. There's no laws like that are going to protect you. It's all baloney. It's all fluff. They all probably just have to do it to get some signature from you saying that your rights, but you don't have no rights. California is an at-will employer. They'll fire you. They don't care. You'll be in the unemployment line. Okay? So this is for people that are thinking about reporting anything. If you see something, don't say shit. Straight up. Don't say nothing. If it's bothering you, go take a walk. Have some coffee. Drink the free coffee. Enjoy yourself. If you're in the office, put on some headphones. I'm not believing none of the stuff that they say anymore about them having equal rights and equal opportunities and all this crap. It's still the same thing as freaking like 50 years ago. You're a slave to the system. You're a social security number. You're just another whatever number. You're just another number. We're nobodies to them, in a nutshell. Okay? You're a pawn. You're always going to be a contractor. It's an at-will state. Here in California, at least, it's an at-will state. They could do whatever they want. You know what was happening in another place? This guy Desmond and Jose, they got mad at me because I was wondering how they were keeping inventory on all the computers and all the monitors and stuff that were coming in. You know why they got mad at me? Because they were probably selling some of that stuff. You know how I know? Because sometimes they would say stuff and it was like, is that why you want me to not keep inventory or keep track of what you guys are having in here? Because you guys want to do something shady? Well, guess what? I reported something that was going on, kind of fishy. Guess who got let go? This guy. And you know what? I'm just realizing it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to care so much about your job. They don't care about you, so why should you care about them? Just go in with your head down, do your 8 hours, get your money, keep your groceries and your head over your roof over your head. Have your days off. Do what you need to do on your days off to get rejuvenated. But don't care so much about your job. HR, they'll replace you in a minute. You know what happened after a couple of days? There was an ad for that job. And, it's just like, oh, there's the ad again. The same one that you got sucker fished into, some other guy's gonna get sucker fished into. Sucker fish. So what? I don't care. They want to make the money there. They want another idiot to do that same job. Then let them. Don't care so much about that either. Don't take it personal. Just keep going forward. Do what you gotta do, and get another job. There's always gonna be another job out there for you. It might not be the one you like. Might not pay as much. But to me, I feel like God will always provide. If you're willing and able, and you really want to get out there and you're a hard worker, you're gonna get employed. You'll have work. Okay? And the moral of the story is, if you see something, don't say shit. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Even in church, if you think you see something inappropriate or going on, if you say anything, they don't care. As long as they have people in the congregation that are paying their tithings, that's all they care about. And that's just the way it is, unfortunately. So, yeah, HR is not your friend. Don't say nothing to them. Don't be reporting nothing. It's just gonna get you fired. Just bite your tongue. Do what you have to do for work. Just don't worry about it. Even right now, there's something going on where there's a guy that he sleeps like 3 hours every shift. And I seen it. They don't know that I know. I have night vision. I could see at night. I could see where they're hiding. You think I'm gonna report it? I learned my lesson, man. It ain't my business. What everybody else is doing, it ain't my business. I do what is my business, and I'm there to do my job. So yeah, once again, you see something, don't say shit. All right, stay up, y'all.